We're back. For the second race, we've reversed the top 8 from yesterday, and everyone here is getting ready for what's shaping up to be a thrilling conclusion to the weekend. Alongside me today, I'm delighted to welcome back to the commentary box the 2012 GP2 champion, Davide Valsecchi. There looks to be a challenging race ahead of the drivers today, Davide. With that in mind, what are you looking out for today?
Well, Alex, I want to see how the drivers at the back of the grid are going to roll down. They'll need to make an impact in the early stages, and they are probably hoping for a bit of luck at the start. We may see some bold maneuvers out there today.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Hello everyone and welcome back guys to race 2 of round 3 of the F2 2020 Mick Schumacher career mode, where today we're here back for the Spanish Grand Prix sprint race. Now obviously if you missed out on the feature race video that went live yesterday, I would definitely recommend going back and checking that video out. As well as obviously another quick mention, obviously for those of you that did also miss that video, if you are interested in picking up F1 2020 currently, Codemasters have a sale going on over on their store. I will leave a link to it down in the description below. There's some brilliant deals, and if you use the code Matt212 you also get an extra 10% off your order, as well as you also help the channel out way little bit as well. So we'll see if that's something you're interested in. If you're after a couple of new PC games from Codemasters, definitely click the links down below, and yeah, there'll be a link over to their page. But heading into this weekend though, yeah, we start the sprint race in P9. Possibly the most annoying position to start a race in Formula 2, in either race. I mean, finishing P9 in the feature race is heartbreaking, and it certainly was, based on the conditions that were put ahead of us in yesterday's race. Obviously, like I said, if you missed out on that one, definitely go back and check it out. Obviously, I don't want to leave any spoilers at the start of this one. But 13 laps ahead of us, though, for this Spanish sprint race here. I just want to dive right into it. Let's do this thing. Hopefully we can try and move up the order, get some more points on the board. We got Schwartzman and Matsushita just in front of us. 5 red lights. And it's lights out, and away we almost don't go there. Get a huge amount of wheel spin as we do finally get some revs in the car there as we head down towards turn 1. A bit of contact already. I think that was with Callum Eilot as we're going to be on the outside. Can we find some room? Yes, we can just about, actually, and we do end up holding on to our grid position there as we try to have a look around the outside of Giuliano Alesi. Through the next couple of corners, through turn 3, the door just about getting slammed shut on us as Schwartzman going to go defensive down in towards turn 4. Everyone just backing up as championship leader Markelov seems to be under pressure from Piquet there. We get a huge amount of contact with our teammate Schwartzman there, so I'm not too sure what that was about. I think he just understeered out wide into us as we head down the hill there, but yeah, hopefully he hasn't got any damage from that one as well. Not really too sure what happened in that situation, but we are at one spot then of the start of this Grand Prix. Piquet, Markelov and Guan Yu Zhou just ahead of us here as we head up through turn 9 as we get all over the back of Piquet here. He's going to go defensive on us. We'll force him as defensive as we can. Nice and late on the brakes. You consider that. I'm going to look up the inside of Markelov. Can we hook it up around the outside? Use all the exit curve. Hook it up around the outside. Slam it on the anchors. And I'm at a P7 before the end of that one there. So a very good start for ourselves. I think MAZEPIN leads ahead of Giotto. All over the back of Markelov already in this race here. Obviously we need to start outscoring the Russian driver if we want to have any chance of keeping ourselves in the championship battle there. Oh, he comes across us again as we head down in towards turn 5. But yeah, like I said though, we've got a point to prove this weekend as Markelov way better on the traction off the exit there down the hill. Yeah, we've definitely want to try and prove that we've still got what it takes to win races this season, because unfortunately after yesterday's feature race we got yellow flags. I think that's MAZEPIN pulling off to the side of the road there, and oh, we got a safety car as well. There's a lot of contact. I think someone's actually gone into the back of MAZEPIN here. I'm guessing that was Sato just ahead of us there, but yeah, MAZEPIN out of the race from the lead. I think there's some karma definitely in there somewhere with all the goings on in real Formula 1, but yeah. Safety car then for the second time this weekend. I don't think it's worth pitting, I'll be honest. Well, the softs definitely aren't going to go to the end. Yeah, there's definitely no point pitting here. And yeah, we're going to be, well, once Sato pits, we're going to be over to 5th. So things looking good. Unfortunate for Giotto, though, as he was going to have quite a big advantage. As yeah, Sato does dive into the pits. And we will resume once again. Sato, and 5-second penalty for that as well, so I'm sure he won't be too happy with that. And that's basically his weekend in the bin. Coming to the end of lap 4 though, Kyoto is going to lead us away once more for Green Flag Racing at the end of this safety car restart. Matsushita, Joe, Markelov and myself rounding out the top 5 as hopefully we can try and get a good run out of the final corner. Have we get good temps in the tyres as we head out of the final turn. We do get another decent run on Markelov. We seem to have been quick all weekend at that final corner there, but again, definitely don't quite have the low enough front wings to really do anything down the start-finish straight there, as Markelov going to go very, very defensive on us. Championship leader. What was that from Artem Markelov? Just completely came across us in towards the first corner there, and we've got front wing damage from that. And that might really, really cost us in the long run in this race. Look at that, how much the damage is costing us through the next couple of corners there. And what was Markelov doing in that situation? The team want us into the pits for a new front wing, but we can't afford to do that at the moment here. But Markelov, surely that's got to be a penalty for the Russian driver there. Completely locked up and ran into me. He seemed to get fishtailing on the way into the corner there, but yeah, the team want us in. Onto a 3-stop. Not too sure what they're thinking with that strategy, but yeah, now any sort of chance of a race victory is completely out the window because Markelov apparently can't drive. Oh, we got more yellow flags out. If we've got a safety car, that would be handy. It is actually Pedro Piquet, who was right behind us in this Grand Prix, who seems to be dropping to the wayside of the restart there, and that's actually going to give us a little bit of a gap. The Schwartzman behind us there, but I don't think, obviously, we're going to get another safety car from this. 3 safety cars in one weekend would be kind of crazy, I'll be honest. But yeah, the front wing damage, although definitely not ideal, not costing us as much time as I thought off the restart. It certainly completely ruined any chance of battling with the top guys, as someone else is into the pits. Not too sure what's going on in this race. Matsushita says we've gone fastest in this race. This front wing damage, albeit definitely slowing us down, is not completely ruining us in this race. I was just about to do a comparison to see just how much time we were losing to the top guys, but a new fast lap of the Grand Prix was not quite what I was expecting here. Could we still? I mean, the only person I desperately want to try and get past in this sprint race is, of course, Markelov for giving me the damage in the first place. But is this race not over just yet? It's going to be hard work to try and close it to the Russian. But, yeah, I mean, yeah, after that instant, it's given me even more motivation to go for it. We're still going faster as we head on to lap 9 of this Grand Prix. 4 laps to go. Unfortunately for us, Sato's pit again, so he's got fastest lap by about half a second at this point. But we're still somehow finding time, despite this front wing damage. I would love to try and get past Markelov, but I think if we're going to get any opportunity, it is going to be right at the end of this race. And obviously we've got to remember as well, with the extra damage, we are destroying the tyres. Kyoto still leads the way though, as we head, yeah, towards the final few laps. 3 laps to go here, and I think, to be honest, Markelov is really getting dragged along by Guan Yu Zhou at this stage of the day there. But we're still taking a few tenths out of him lap after lap. If we can get some DRS, that would be handy, or even better, Zhou and Markelov start going side by side in a couple of places. Could really, really help us out towards the end of this race. But yeah, I mean, so far, F2 has thrown absolutely everything at us in the early stages of this season, and we are not giving up and trying to make the best of it. Coming in towards the final lap then of this Spanish GP sprint race. It has been an up and down weekend once more, but hopefully we can try and get a mini win out of this. And by mini win, I mean we try and get past Markelov. After a bit of contact from the Russian driver being all over the road down in towards the first corner, I felt we gave him plenty of room on the inside as we set another new PB for the race. Can we get any sort of run on Markelov down in towards turn 1? Guan Yu Zhou seems to be struggling. Just up the road as well. Another lock-up from Markelov is going to leave him slightly out of shape through the first couple of corners here. Can we try and capitalise on that? Can we do what we've done all weekend long and get a cut back out of turn 3? We're going to get really early on the power on the exit there. Can we force Markelov a bit defensive? Yes, we can. Have a look to the outside as we head down in towards turn 4. Can we find any sort of room on the outside? No, we can't. Markelov just about gets power down, so we're going to send it as we head down the hill in towards the next corner there, and we finally make the move work, and that feels so much better than it probably should. at this stage of the race. I wouldn't normally celebrate an overtake for 4th place like that. But yeah, just so happy after what Markelov did early on there that we're able to still capitalise, able to just bear the pain and get on with it still in this race. It looks like Guan Yu Zhou has given himself a little bit of safety in the process here, and it looks like Giotto, as we head in towards the final few corners of this race, is going to drag the car home to a race victory there. Whatever reliability issues affected MAZEPIN have certainly not done the same to Giotto this race weekend there. But through the final couple of corners we go then. Spain, it's thrown absolutely everything at us, but we've still walked away with a double points finish. Not quite the weekend I wanted, but we're showing good signs. We're showing progress. And sometimes you just got to look at the positives.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
It wasn't always plain sailing today, but a very important win nonetheless. Tell me, Davide, what was the key to this success?
I think they kept a cool head. That's why they won today. Smooth, steady, everything bad that happened to them, they handled it calmly and professionally. That's what let them focus on getting the best out of everything else. The car, the strategy, they managed to keep out of trouble the whole way around.
Here come our winning drivers then out onto the podium at the end of a thrilling race. The drama and excitement are over, and it's time to let it all sink in. Congratulations to our top 3 today. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Challenge. It's a good result for Artem Markelov, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Now then, Davide Valsecchi, who would you say was your driver of the day?
I think it has to be Luca Giotto. You know, good on tires, some nice passes. I can't really think of anyone who caught my ass more today.
And now a look at the team standings. Prema extend their lead at the top of the championship. After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
So there we are then, guys, the end of the Spanish GP weekend. And yeah, certainly Spain, it's thrown everything at us, but we have walked away with some decent points on the board nonetheless there. And I completely forgot, obviously, Formula 2, whoever gets the fast lap inside the top 10 gets those bonus points. So despite the front wing damage, we somehow were able to walk away with the 2 bonus points as well there. But Luca Giotto from second on the grid takes home his first race victory of the season there. Matsushita, definitely my driver of the weekend. P2 in both races there. A fantastic job done by him there. Ahead of Zhou, myself, Markelov, Schwartzman, Alesi and Lundgaard rounding out the points finishes there. You can see Eilert and Daruvula just missing out, and then a big drop back to Samaya in P11 there, who caused a bit of a traffic jam towards the end of that one, it's safe to say as well there. But in terms of the overall weekend results, yeah, Matsushita actually able to take that one away as well. They're 30 points ahead of Robert Schwartzman on 29. Markelov picks up 25 there as well, ahead of Giotto. So yeah, Markelov every weekend this season, if I'm not mistaken, has walked away with 25 points there. Giotto, Guan Yu Zhou, myself, 6th place overall. Considering everything that happened, I think we can take that very, very happily as well there, jumping ahead of PK and Sato there at the end of the weekend there, with MAZEPIN, Alesi and Lundgaard also getting points on the board there. And that means in terms of the championship, we're back up to 4th. We're a few points away now from Matsushita after his very, very good weekend there. Markelov's still 9 points clear ahead of Schwartzman at the top there, but Virtuosi as well looking good in 5th and 6th place as well. They're ahead of Armstrong, Sato, Giotto and Lundgaard there, rounding out the top 10. A few other movers. You can see Alesi gets back past Aitken and Daruvula as well. There is still obviously on no points scored. And in terms of the championship teams-wise, we're 30 points clear now ahead of Racelab and 33 ahead of Virtuosi as well there. So things looking very, very good in that stand as well for us. But thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, do make sure you leave a like and get yourself subscribed, because next weekend, oh, you don't want to miss next weekend. Finally, can we get our first race victory of the season? We head to the jewel in the Formula 1 crown. It's time for the Monaco Grand Prix. You guys do not want to miss it. A big thank you to our channel members for making these videos possible. You can be featured in these end clips as well as granted access to some other exclusive perks for just £1 a month by clicking the join button below.